Hello everyone, welcome back to the class 6th geography lesson chapter motions of the earth. Children, let us memorize the topic what we have learnt in the previous class. We have learnt the topic about the rotation of the earth in the previous class. So what is rotation and what is revolution? Rotation is the movement of the earth on its axis is called rotation. And revolution, what is revolution? Revolution is the movement of the earth around the sun is called revolution. So already we discussed about the topic rotation of the earth in our previous class. So let us now discuss today the another topic, the second topic of the motions of the earth, that is revolution of the earth. Earth has two motions, one is rotation, another one is revolution. So these are the two motions of the earth. So let us discuss today's topic is revolution of the earth. Revolution of the earth. Children, already I told you the definition or meaning of the revolution of the earth is the movement of the earth around the sun is called revolution of the earth. And this revolution causes the seasonal changes and leap year. This revolution of the earth causes the main responsible. It is a seasonal changes and it causes the leap year. And we know that in the year 365 days, to complete one revolution earth take the time 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes and 45 seconds. So it takes the time to complete one revolution. How much time? I repeat once again, 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes and 45 seconds. So for a normal day, for a convenience purpose, for a normal day, we are considered to be it is 365 only, 365 days only we are considering. And where goes remaining this hours, 5 hours, 48 minutes and 45 seconds. So these 5 hours, 48 minutes and 45 seconds approximately it is 6 hours. This is balance extra hours it is. This is equal to 6 hours. So this 6 hours become a 24 hours or 1 day. This is 6 hours after every 4th year. So this 24 hours or 1 day it is added to every 4th year in a February month. So instead of we can see instead of 28 days in a February, in every 4th year in a February month we can see the 29 days. So it means the year which has 366 days and the month which has 29 days, so that year is called leap year. I repeat once again, the year which has 366 days and has 29 days in February month, so that year is called as leap year. So remember this, children, this is the leap year. This is caused by this earth revolution. And another importance of the earth revolution, the earth revolves always in an elliptical order. So what is elliptical means? It is elliptical order means it is a elongated circle. So it is not a fully circle, it is a elongated circle. So earth revolves for elliptical orbit. And the speed of the earth revolution is 30 km per second. How much? 30 km per second or 108,000 km per hour. This is the speed of the earth. Remember this. What is the speed of the earth revolution? 30 km per second or 1,008 km per hour. And earth always revolves in west direction to east direction. Earth always revolves at west direction to east direction. And this the distance of the earth orbit distance is 965 million kilometers. This is the orbit. This is the path of the earth. This is distance. This distance is how much? 965 million kilometers. So these are the main features or main characteristics of the revolution of the earth. Now let us go to the next topic, the effect of the earth revolution. So let us go to the next topic, that is Effect of the earth revolution. Effect of the earth revolution. The first effect of occurrence of seasons. The second one is varying length of the days and nights. Let us discuss about one by one. That is occurrence of season. Children, I already told you the main effect of earth revolution is the occurrence of season. Usually we have 4 seasons. The first one is spring season. We have 4 seasons: spring season, summer season, autumn season, and winter season. So these are the 4 seasons caused by the earth revolution. Because earth revolves around the sun, that's why we have 4 seasons. The first one is spring season. So spring season means the trees weather usually turn warmer and trees begin to grow their leaves. That is the spring season. And summer season, already you know that the trees, the leaves of the trees are full green and the weather is full warm. That is a summer season. And autumn season means that is season the color of the leaves of the trees changing, the color changing. The leaves color is changing. That is a autumn season. And winter season, the trees have no leaves. That is a winter season. So these are the 4 seasons we have due to the by the earth revolution. But these seasons are marked as solstices. These seasons are marked as solstices. So children, here what is solstices? Solstices is referred to the time. Is referred to the time when the midday sun is directly overhead one of the tropic. I repeat once again, solstices is time when the midday sun is directly overhead one of the tropic, that is called solstices. You already know that there are main some latitudes are there. One is Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle, and Equator. These are the main latitudes. So during that time, one of the tropic, the midday sun is directly overhead one of the tropic, that is the solstices meaning. There are 2 solstices are specified. There are 2 solstices are there. One is summer solstice, another one is winter solstice. Summer solstice happens during the time June 21st, and winter solstice happens during the time December 22. Now let us discuss one by one solstice, that is summer solstice. Children, here summer solstice, the meaning of the summer, already I told you the definition of the solstice. Here summer solstice, here children, the 21st June is the summer solstice. Here in this moment the sun is directly overhead the Tropic of Cancer. During the time of the summer solstice, sun is directly overhead which latitude? Tropic of Cancer in this place. So sun rays are directly overhead Tropic of Cancer. And here northern hemisphere inclined toward the sun. I am telling about the which solstice? Summer solstice. In this solstice time, the northern hemisphere is inclined toward the sun, and southern hemisphere is stay away from the sun. And sun rays are fall vertically. Sun rays are fall vertically in northern hemisphere and slanting southern hemisphere. And in this moment, the days are in the northern hemisphere, days are very longer and nights are days are very shorter in the southern hemisphere. In the northern hemisphere, days are very longer, as well as days are very shorter in southern hemisphere. And in this moment, 21st June is the very longest day, as well as in the southern hemisphere, 21st June is the very shortest day. And beyond the Arctic Circle during this summer solstice time, beyond the Arctic Circle receives the continuous sunlight for 6 months. How much? continuous sunlight for 6 months receive the each region that is beyond the Arctic circle means here nearest to pole side. So that's why some countries are receive the which are the countries comes under this region. Those countries are receive continuous sunlight for 6 months. For example, some countries of Norway and Greenland comes under here in this region. So this is the detail about the summer solstice. And say the what I said now, that is the opposite of the winter solstice. Winter solstice, as you know already, here southern hemisphere is inclined towards the sun. Southern hemisphere is inclined towards the sun, and sun rays are vertically fall the Tropic of Cancer. Sun rays are vertically fall which latitude Tropic of Cancer. Here comes Tropic of Capricorn and Tropic of Cancer. This is Tropic of Capricorn here. And so summer in the southern hemisphere and winter in the northern hemisphere. And 22 December is the longest day in the southern hemisphere and shortest day in the northern hemisphere. And some countries, Argentina, Chile, some countries are they receive the continuous sunlight for 6 months in the southern hemisphere. That's why those countries are they celebrated Christmas festival in the summer. Which are the countries? The Argentina, Chile, Australia are the countries they celebrate Christmas in the summer, during the time of the summer. So this is the difference between the summer solstice and winter solstice. Now let us go to the next topic, that is equinoxes. Because these seasons are marked by not only solstices, these are marked by also equinoxes. Equinoxes, so what is equinoxes given here? Equinoxes means when the days and nights are equal during the earth revolution. When the days, these are the equinoxes position of the earth. When the days and nights are equal in the earth revolution time. So this is the meaning of the equinox. So these equinox occur twice in a year. How much time? These occur twice in a year. Remember this. There are two equinoxes. First one is spring equinox, that is 21st March, and another one is autumn equinox, that is 23 September. I repeat once again, when the days and nights are equal during the earth revolution, that is the meaning of the equinox. We have two equinoxes. The spring equinox is dated 21st March. On 21st March and 23 and 21st March, the sun rays fall. Here sun rays fall vertically on equator. Here sun rays fall in which latitude? On equator. Here also equator. That's why therefore entire whole earth experiences equal days and equal nights. During this time, whole earth experiences equal days and equal nights. That's why, and if northern hemisphere experiences spring season, spring equinoxes during this time, 21st March. If northern hemisphere experiences spring equinoxes and southern hemisphere experiences autumn equinoxes. Whereas same in the 23 September, northern hemisphere experiences autumn equinoxes, and whereas southern hemisphere experiences autumn equinoxes. So this is the difference. So this is the detail about the equinoxes and also solstices. Now let us go to the next topic, that is second effect of the earth revolution, flagging the length of the day and nights. Children already noticed that the earth is inclined toward the sun. That's why any place of the earth not receive the same sunlight at the entire year. It receives the different sunlight during the depending upon based on the earth latitudes. Therefore, if the sun rays, if any place of the earth receives the if any place means any one latitude, if the sunlight, the equator getting the sun rays means that place experiences only the 12 hours day and 12 hours night. If latitude of 0 degree getting the sun rays, then entire the earth experiences the 12 hours night and 12 hours day. If the sun rays fall on 0 degree latitude, 0 degree means equator. If sun rays fall on equator, then that region experiences 12 hours night and 12 hours day. It means which are the country and which are the place comes under that place that experiences 12 hours night and 12 hours day. And also if the latitude, the sun rays fall on the latitude 50 degree, then that place experiences 16 hour day. 16 hours day. And if the latitude 66 and a half degree, then we get the 24 hours night and 24 hours night. That place experiences the 24 hours day and 24 hours night. If sun rays fall on the latitude 70 degree, then that place that region get the 2 month day and 2 month day. And as well as same here. And when we is as well as see this children here 80 degree, 90 degree. See this is very important. If which latitude the sun rays fall on latitude 90 degree, then that area 6 months is the sunlight and 6 months is the night only. So in this way the any place, the all place of the earth not a same equal time. That's why the varying the length of the day and night. So it is changing due to the because earth is revolving around the sun. That's why we have different time across the world. So here lesson is now. Let us complete the today lesson, and we will continue with the next lesson in next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.